Hello and welcome to Monkey's Paperpalooza Lifestyle, our new place where we can talk about how to get things done and what to do with a busy life. So today we're going to talk about planners. And planners are a great way to get yourself all organized and put down ideas and make plans. So that's the first thing we're going to talk about. Why planners? Because you can set goals. Goals are something as little as I need to drink more water to I need to walk the dog every day. I need to get fit. I need to do all this stuff to get organized. We all have organization problems. To set goals, because we all have personal goals that we want to reach, whether it be personal or business, and also to jot down ideas and inspiration. So, we all need sometimes ways to get us into the right mood for this stuff, and sometimes planners are a great way to do so. So, I know what you're saying. I tried planners and they didn't work, but it might not have been the planner's fault, but the fact that you bought the wrong one because there's so many different types of planners. So it's really about what do you need the planner for? Is it a fitness journal where you keep track of your workouts, your water intake, your weight loss? Is it for productivity? Do you have a project you need to get done and you need to have a step-by-step basis to it? Is it for inspiration? Do you need inspiration on thoughts and feelings and even religious and worship? Is it goal setting? Do you have a goal that you want to reach and you need to set steps to get to that goal? Is it for your health? Some people keep track of their medicines, their doctor's appointments. All those fun things are health related. Is it for organization? Do you need to organize yourself, whether it be personal or household or business? Is it for work? Do you have work schedules you need to keep track of? Family schedules? All of the above. Menus and groceries. Some people like to keep track of what they're planning to make for the week and how to make those menus into a grocery list so that they can shop faster and more conveniently. So then there's also budget. And then sometimes those planners are the great way to keep track of that so that you don't forget a bill or you know what's coming in for funds. So now it comes to what level of organization do you need? Do you need monthly? Can you look at a full month and make plans easily with it? Or do you need weekly, where you can see a whole week at a glance also and be able to see what's going on in your week? Do you need daily, where you can see only a day at a time? And if you're really busy and you have a busy schedule and you need to jot things down, whether it be for soccer practice, for soccer moms, or even business people for keeping track of appointments and meetings and stuff, you may need hourly. And there are those people that may need all of the above. So examples of a monthly would be Erin Condren's. There's also some through Inkwell Press. Planner Pad is a great one for for goal setting. If you want to set all your goals in one place and narrow it down to either weekly or daily tasks that you need to reach those goals. Happy Planners has a lot of beautiful monthly planners. And Life in Apples also has planners for both budget, lifestyle, grocery, meal planning, fitness, and above. So examples of weekly. Erin Condren Life Planner also has weekly layouts available, as well as Inkwell Press. Planner Pad, you can break that down from monthly to weekly to daily. Happy Planner also has tons of wonderful weekly examples, and you can find them as simply as Michael's. Even Walmart carries them, so they're everywhere. And of course, Life in Apples also has those with layouts for weekly. So hourly is a little bit more tricky. It's hard to find an hourly planner. And I'm going to say that right now. They are very hard to find because sometimes your hours will not be what they give you. But some great examples are Power Planner. They actually have all the above. They have a monthly, weekly, and hourly layout that you can use. There's also Erin Condren. She even has some planners that have an hourly layout. Inkwell Press also does. But Happy Planner, some of them can be limited. I will say sometimes their hours only go to 6 o'clock at night. So if you have meetings and things after 6, sometimes it's a little bit harder. So now let's talk about whether you need a dated planner or an undated. Now, dated planners are great. They're already done for you. The days are there. They're great ways to keep track of a year, what day a day fell on that year, and you can go back and check on that. One con is it's hard to start mid-season. So if you pick up making a planner mid-season, you're wasting half your planner. You can't really go back. But undated is a totally different animal. You can start undated planners whenever. So if you want to start in May, you can start in May, and your end date will be in April if you have a 12-month planner. There are some that are also 18-month planners or 16-month planners, and you can also do so too. But you can start whenever, and there is no waste with these planners. But the cons of this is you have to date this yourself, and that can be time consuming. So if you don't have a lot of time to sit there and try to figure out what date you want to start at and what days fall on what day and all that stuff, then it's not the planner for you. But like I said, mid-season, you can start it whenever. Now you got to decide, once you figured, okay, I need it for this, I need this level of organization, and I'd rather have either dated or undated. Now you got to think, what kind of binding do I want to have? Now there are many types. Coiled, which is the most common. It's flat. It's easier to lay flat. They are so much easier to fill. They're usually bigger and have a bigger layout. But because they're bigger, they are sometimes more cumbersome. So that means you can't, you can lay flat, but you cannot maybe throw it in a tote bag, throw it in your purse. They're going to be a little bit bigger. And sometimes the coils can be cumbersome. They can get caught on things. And they can sometimes, if they're a low quality coil, they can get dented. Leather bound. Well, those are great because they are smaller and easier to carry. The one downfall is sometimes they have less features you can add to them, like bookmarks and accessories. So you're a little limited there, but they are easier to carry, and they are not always easier to lay flat, which is another con of the leather bound. Binder. One great thing about binders is they're expandable. You can keep on adding to a binder one. You can also print your own and add it to it, so you're not always stuck with the brand's layout. Disc. Now these are been very common. Happy Planner and Inkwell Press are two very common ones for the disc system. They are expandable because you have a front cover, and all your cover and everything is connected via little discs. So it's great. But just like the coil, they can be a little bit cumbersome, but they do lay flat. Some people find that they're also a little bit floppy compared to the coiled or the binder or the leather bound, because their cover is a lot more loosely held. Now, there's also other kinds of planners out there. The newest thing is digital planners. There are a lot of pros to digital planners because they are easy to correct. You can take them anywhere. You can have them on your phone, you can have them on your iPad, you can have them on your computer. But one con is the software needed sometimes can be costly. You're going to have to buy the software, whether it be OneNote or a comparable app. And if you don't have a tablet that is compatible with these, you're going to have to buy the tablet. So sometimes that can be a little challenge for people financially. They are great because they have PDF format planners that you can adjust and create into any design you want and make it your own. Folio systems are great. They have multiple planners in one location. So if you want a planner for everything, from your fitness to your meal planning to your grocery to your budget to your business to your personal planners, and you want them all in one location, you can put them in one little leather bound container and take them in wherever you go. One wonderful kind of one is through Erin Condren, where you can put all your things in this one little folio and carry it with you, and you don't have to worry about buying so many separate huge planners. Academic planners, they're great for students and kids to keep track of their stuff. So if you're a student in college and you need to keep track of your classwork, these are your planners. Teachers also use planners for their lessons and attendance. There are wonderful teacher planners out there throughout. So if you're a teacher, a planner is a great way to keep track of your lessons, your attendance, your projects for the day, what you're planning on doing, jotting down your ideas and your thoughts and successes and failures with your teaching lessons so that you can look back later and say, that didn't work so well. Next year I'm going to do it a little different. Wedding planners. Oh my gosh, how many of you are getting married? You know, all this stuff that you have to keep track of, from the flowers to the caterer, all these numbers, resources, prices, budget, you can keep it all in one place and have something to bring to you as you go to these appointments. So planners are great because you can make it your own. There are so many add-ons you can add, from stickers to washi tapes. You can stamp them. Yes, you can stamp your own quotes and images. You can even make your own stickers. We will go through that in a later video on how to make your own, so that if you don't have the budget to spend 15 bucks on stickers, you can make your own and add them to your planner. You can add bookmarks, whether they be for coil bound or even personal little bookmarks for ones that are like leather bound or ones that won't attach to what your system is. You can also put your own markers in it. Some great markers for planners are Tombow Twin Tone, Jelly Roll gel pens, Arteza's the Sketch Twin markers, fine liners, or gel. They're great markers and they can actually make your planner more specific to you. So, depending on what you're going to need to find the planner that makes it easier for you. So don't be afraid. If you don't want to use a planner but you want to start planning stuff, you can also use your own little notebooks. Notebooks are a great way of doing it too. You can make your own weekly planner. A lot of these now graph notebooks are great for making calendars. They're also great for writing ideas. Some people are very creative and can sketch their own stuff. So don't worry if none of these planners seem like what you want. You can always make it your own. And don't be afraid to make it your own, because you know what? This is your planner. This is what's going to make your life easier. So when you're finding a planner, make sure you're finding one that is for you. If you're a creative soul and you want to make your own planner, please do, because that's what makes you happy, and your planner should make you feel happy, organized, and complete. So in conclusion, finding the right planner makes all the difference. Whether you want to customize it in your own, whether you want to have a old-fashioned coil bound, leather bound, you want to try the disc system. If you just want to keep track of your workouts, there's a planner for you out there. Just make sure you find the one that makes you happy and makes you feel organized. It's going to take a lot of research. It's going to take a lot of work. But when you find that right planner, it's going to make all the difference. And don't be afraid to make it your own, whether it is with markers, personalization with stickers, even stamping. If you're keeping track of your inspirations and you need to stamp an inspirational quote in your planner, go for it. It's your planner. It's to organize your life. So make sure it's one that's going to make it easier for you. So I hope this helped you all, and I welcome you and thank you for checking out this video today. So since there's no new videos, this is the first one, we're going to ask you to like, subscribe, and ring for notifications. And also check out my other channel, Monkey's Paperpalooza Craft Corner, where we go over crafts and fun stamping and card making and paper crafting crafts.